My name is Tuhafeni. The surname is Ndemutela. I joined Life Changing Christian Church in 2007 at the beginning of somewhere in March, yes. Well, my initial experience with Life Changing Christian Church is actually the undiluted word of God that is preached in the church, and that is what I really had a different experience in relation to the places where I've been before. My memorable events are the crusades that we ever went to since the church's inception. I had always enjoyed the outreach, how God touched the people in those crusades from different areas in the country. My favorite program will be the crossover night, because this is where on a yearly basis we get to come together as a church, pray the whole night, and then have what it takes to prepare ourselves for the following or the coming year, and as well as to get some prophetic word of knowledge from the pastor concerning the coming year and what you ought to do as an individual. You are aware of what is coming and what is expected, and then you are able to position yourself as a child of God in knowing or having that knowledge at your disposal. Well, maybe one or two that I can vividly remember. One of them is character change. God has changed my character so much, because before I was born again, I did not live for God. I didn't believe in God. I lived as I pleased. I did things in the world that any other person could imagine. But when I came to God, He changed my character. And that is one of the things that till today I remember, that I used to be a short-tempered person, but since I got born again in this church, I never got used to get angry again. That anger disappeared, and God really changed my character, because I see people around me making reference to that in my workplace, at home, in my family. So I really thank God for it, because I could not do it myself. Although I knew there was a problem with it, I did not know how to address it, how to manage it, or how to handle it. But God helped me to overcome it. One of the special books that I love so much is Raising God's Godly Children, because I have children, and that book teaches you how to teach your child, for her or him to fear God, how to become a responsible individual, and later on in life be able to make good decisions, and also to teach the child how to do chores in the house, for example. Introduce the child to be able to do one or two things in the house. Believe in God, trust in God. So that book is a special book for me, because it paves a way for me to give my children a balanced education, both on the physical side and on the spiritual side as well. What I like about this church is that this church has a very strong leadership. It is visionary, and this leadership is one thing that I look forward to, because it tells you that somebody who is leading the church has a direction, and I like to follow the vision with that has a direction, because then I know where I'm going. Well, the final comment for me is that being a child of God and having joined Life Changing Christian Church, it's a turnaround point in my life, because since then my life has changed. I can tell, because I have been the kind of person I have been, and I knew how it was then before I joined the church, and after joining the church, what changes has occurred in my life. And the comments that I would perhaps is just to encourage fellow men and women out there that God is able to change any person from every different walk of life. It is not about where you have been. It is not about who you are. As you come to God, He will be able to change your life, just as like He has changed my own. And I thank God for it. I think that is the most interesting and valid point which I can really point out in terms of commenting and commending the leadership of the church, because if it was not because of the word of God which is preached in this church, if it was not the character change that I experienced when I came to God, I wouldn't have been where I am today. And that I thank God for.